this diagram, whatever I am explaining, see that they are giving Shai Rekha, correct ma, writing operation. Which operation? Irfan, correct. Writing operation. What I am explaining is entering into your brain. General knowledge this is. Such data, I want to put it into where? File of which memory? Secondary memory. Which data you are, which operation you are doing? Writing operation you are doing. It is nothing but you have general example. I explained something. I said write the notes. How do you do it in the college? You will write the notes or not? So what is that notes writing is called? Transferring your brain data into where? Your notebook. What I explained, it is enter into your brain, personally speaking. Such data I am going to transfer into where? Notes. What is that operation? Read or write? Write operation that is. Okay. You have written into your notebook. From the notebook, there is an interview after 10 days or there is an interview after 15 days. What you will do again? Read from the notes. Read from the notes. So how many operations we can do on files? 2. We can perform 2 types of operations. 2 types of operations. They are, what is the first operation? Write operation. First operation is, second one is read operation. Read operation. Now I would like to talk about the first one. Is called what? Write operation I would like to explain. Write operation I would like to explain. What this write operation is? How this write operation is performing? I just want to do it. Tell me, what are you doing in write operation? The purpose of write operation, because all these things are programmatically very important. The purpose of write operation is that to transfer which data? Which data? Temporary data, to transfer temporary data from main memory into file of secondary memory. That is the purpose of which operation? Write operation. Okay. What are the steps to perform? To perform write operation, steps I am going to introduce. What are the steps you tell me? What are the operation? What are the steps you tell me? First step is what? Come on, quickly. First step is what? Second step is what? Third step. When I say write the notes, what are you doing? Just tell me that answer. When I said write the notes means what you will do? Tell me first. Before opening the notes, you need to choose the notes or not? That is nothing but choose the file name. Choose what name? File name. You need to choose the file name. Simple. I am going to save this data. See, this is called untitled. What I am typing is untitled. I will go for what? Save. Saving is nothing but what? Writing only now. What it is asking? File name is asking. Choose the file name. Very much clear. Choose the file name. Next, what should I do? That file name. Open the file name. Open the file name. In which mode? In which mode? Write mode. In which mode? Write mode. In Python, we have totally 7 modes are there. 7. I'm going to explain that. That is called our next topic called what? File opening modes. File opening modes. Choose the file name. Open the file name in which mode? Write mode. How to open the file name in write mode? I will explain. Okay. You are choosing the file name and open that file name in which mode? Okay, done. Opened it. Next, what you will do? You opened your notes also. You will write first word, second word, third word. All the words you will write or not? What is that? Perform. Come on. Cycle of which operations? Cycle of which operations? Write operations until all the values completed. Or I can say instead of that until, that is more than enough. Perform cycle of which operations? So first value, second value, third value, I go on writing. How to write the data? I am going to explain that. How to open the file in write mode? I am going to explain that. Are you understanding? Easy or difficult? First step is what? Choose the file name. Open the file name in which mode? Perform write operation. First value, second value, I will go on writing. I have 20 values with me. First value I will write, second value, third value, I go on writing multiple values. How to write the data, I will tell you. How to open the file name in write mode, I will tell you. All the things I will explain. Okay, now? Good. Now, students, while we are performing, one important thing I am writing, of course, even you don't know that, but I want to tell you from everywhere. While we are performing, which operation? Write operation, we get some exceptions. Some exceptions will be coming. Do you know what is exception? You don't have fear at all, first of all. What is an exception? See, what is that? Runtime error. Very good. Runtime error is called what? Who is this? Ganesh Verma. Very good, ma. Ganesh Verma. Super, you are. You are changing like anything. You are changing. You realized the life. Very good. So all of them write imposition. Rocky, you also write imposition for 1,000 times. I am asking what is exception? Runtime errors are called what? Exception. Exception handling is what? Converting technical error messages into right. That is called what? Yes, I told the differences between exception and exception handling. Okay. Anyhow, some exceptions are going to occur in this. What are that exceptions? We get some exceptions. They are, I will continue that. First one I will write it. Of course, you don't worry. File exist error. File exist error. I will explain. Don't worry now. You don't worry about it. Next, second one is called what you know. Second one is called what you know. You are going to get it. File exist error is number one. One more error is going to come. That is nothing but what? File, something like IO error. Sorry, IO error. I will explain those things in the program directly. Even if I say you can't understand what is the meaning of it. Whenever I come across, I will explain this file exist error. These things I will show you in the class. Like zero division error is coming because of denominator is zero. Correct? Invalid numbers I am trying to convert it into integer, float, like that. We will get value error. Invalid type of arguments you are passing, that is type error. Like that you are passing some type of illegal values you are passing. That time you will get what? Exceptions. So like that, even in files topic also, which one is coming? Exceptions are going to come. I will explain these kind of things because people will ask compulsory. In files, what exceptions will come? I am going to explain that. First of all, is it okay? Is it clear? How many steps are there in write operation? Number one, choosing the file name, open the file name in write mode, perform cycle of write operation. And two exceptions will come. Least bother about these two exceptions. So students who are in the online, are you okay? Is it okay, students? Come on, quickly. Next, I will go for which operation? Read operation, I will go for it. Read operation I am going to discuss. What is the read operation importance you need to understand? What is the read operation? Come on, everybody. Use of read operation. The purpose of, come on. The purpose of which operation? Read operation is that to read the data from where? From files. To read the data from where? Files. To read the data from the files. To read the data from the, instead of that, to read the data from the file of what? Secondary memory, because I need to write more programmatically, because I need to show same thing in the program. To read the data from the file of secondary memory into where? Object of main memory. Object of main memory. This is called what? You know, read operation. See, students, steps are what? What are the steps? You only tell me. First step, please. Choose the file name. Choose the file name. Next part is what? Open the file name. Open the file name in which mode? Yes, we are going to explain what are the file opening modes. Suppose I want to read the data from the file. I need to choose the file name. Open the file name in which mode? Yes, next I am going to see that third part is called what? Perform. Perform. What is this now? Cycle of what operations? Read operations until end of file is taking place. I go on reading the data until end of file is taking place. Okay, na? Good. While we are performing write operation, as we got some exceptions, while we are performing read operation also, some exceptions will come. While we are performing which operation, students? Read operations, we get some exceptions. They are, first one I am going to talk about. One is what? File not found error. File not found error. First one. In which case I will get file not found error, you can easily understand. I am choosing the file name. That file name is not there in the secondary memory. Which exception will come? Okay. Second one I am going to get it. I am opening the file name. I am reading the data until end of file is taking place. Even it reaches to end of the file, I am still trying to read the data. It is going to give you what? EOF error. Spell out. Yes. What exceptions are coming in write operation? Next. Okay. While I am reading the file name I am opening, which is not there. Which exception? It is there. I read the data until end of file. Still I am applying the read operation. Which exception? What is EOF stands for? End of file. End of file. So I will show these kind of things practically in the class. Shall we move forward? Is it clear? This is called, what is this called? Operations on files. Students in the online, is it clear, ma? Is it clear? Read operation, steps, all those things? Fine. Easy. Very, very easy. First, you need to have the clarity about why write operation, why read operation. Why read operation? Why write operation? Simple. Write operation is to transfer from where? Main memory to the? Yes. Read operation is from where? Yes. Simple. I will take a small diagram because Ganesh Verma is asking, sir, repeat once because he answered correct answer. That's why I'm saying once again to him. So this is my file. This is my main memory. This is a main memory. I'm writing here main memory. What is it contains? OBJ. Some OBJ it contains. Some value it is there in OBJ. Some value is there in OBJ. That data I want to transfer into where? That data I want to transfer into where, mom? Right. This is called secondary memory. Secondary memory. No confusions, no disturbances in understanding the programming. This is called what, ma? Hard disk. What is my file name I am taking there? What is my file name I am taking inside? Come on. What is my file name? emp.what.info is called what file? Choosing the file name. It is containing some value 1, value 1. So value 2. So on what? Value n. Value n. Such a type of data I am going to transfer from where? Transfer from where? Main memory into file of secondary memory. It is called which operation? Which operation? Write operation. Write operation contains how many steps, ma'am? 3 steps. Already I said, what is the first step? Choose the file name, open the file name, perform the cycle of write operation. Trying to write a value 1, you write it. Value 2, you write it. Value 3, you write it. So that done. Okay, sir. So you have performed it. A, B, C values you are performing. Step number A, you have done it. Step number B, you have done it. And step number C also you have done it. Step number C also you have done it. Well, so you have written value 1 is written, value 2 written, so on value n is written, value n is written. That is called a record. Later, I would like to transfer this type of data into where? Into this place called what? Object again. Which operation? Read operation. Which operation? Yes, this is called a read operation. This is called a read operation. In the read operation, what is my first step? You need to choose your file name or not? You need to choose your file name. ABC steps. I will do ABC steps. Choose the file name. Choose the file name. Here I will write it. Of course, I already wrote it. Choose the file name. Yes, there also you need to choose the file name. Why you are choosing the file name here and there? You are choosing the file name for what purpose? For writing the data. You are choosing the file name for what? Reading the data. And next, what are you doing here? Open the file. Open the file in which mode? Read mode. Open the file in read mode. Good. You are opening the file in read mode. There you are opening the file in which mode? Yes. There you are opening the file in write mode. There you are saying that read mode. So now you are saying that open the file in write mode and read mode. This is called what you know. So I say very clearly which one you are taking. I say this is, I'm saying write mode. Write mode. So there I am saying that it is done. Next, what we will do? Cycle of what? Write operations. Write OP. I don't have the shortcut. I wrote it. Here also what? Cycle of what operations? Yes. Cycle of read operations. Ganesh Verma, are you okay, student? Is it okay, student? Ganesh Verma, are you okay? So, Ganesh Verma, quickly. Yes. Understood. Good. Continue that. Now, how to do this? Now, how to implement these operations? Now, slowly I am coming to the programming. How many types of files? Quickly. 2 types. How many types of operations? 2 types. First operation. Just don't buttify. Why do you use write operation? Transferring main memory data into the, that's it. Why do you use read operation? To transfer data from the file of secondary memory into the object of main memory. Best example, personal intelligence. When my sir says write the notes, whatever I understand in my brain, I will put it into my notes. What operation it is? After 15 days, I forget what my sir explained, but when I open my notes, I will read or not. Read means what? Open the notes, open the file name in read mode and read the notes until cover pages are taking place, until end of file is taking place. Getting me? Difficult? No. Let us go to the fine. So no difficulty. I am going to file opening modes. Very, very, very important. So in write operation, you are opening the file in dash mode, write mode. In read operation, how do you open that file name in which mode? Right. Now, how many modes are there generally by speaking that? Only 2 modes are there generally people teach, but we go for 7 modes. We will go for it. Okay. Good. So to perform what ma? Read and what operations? Write operations. To perform read and write operations on files, we use what? File opening modes. File opening modes. In Python, we have 7 file opening modes. We have 7 file opening modes. They are One by one I will write, my dear students. Carefully follow. So I am writing one by one. Try to understand me. First one is called what? R. Come on, spell out. R. Next I am going to write what? W. So W. Next is called a W. So I will just put it in front of you. Just to try to read out. This is called a 2. That is W. Next is called what, you know? Say A. A. Next I am going to write it what? R plus. Spell out. So third, fourth is called what? No, R plus. Okay. Next I am going to say what? Fifth is called what? W plus. Next sixth is called what? Very good. A plus. A plus. Next is called what? 7 is called X. How many modes? Spell out. How many modes? Tell me. Good. Easy, na? Right. So, subheadings okay, easy, but you have to describe this. What is the R mode? You have to explain. You have to explain. Now I am going to explain what is R mode. Easy. The name itself says, already you are very super fast in single letter word. You are super student in the single letter word. What is R? Very good. What is A? Whatever you know, tell me. Append. Good. Say, what is R? What is W? What is A? What is R? W plus and W? They will ask you. Everybody will say, not only you, these three things everybody will say. That's why most of the teachers will go for this only. Even they don't go for A. They will go for R and W. Now they will ask you compulsory question. What is the difference between W and W plus? What is the difference between R and R plus? What is the difference between A and A plus? All these things are very important. Shall we start? Yes, very good. Now I am going to say, come on to the point of it. This mode is used for opening the file. Opening the file in which mode? Read mode. Opening the file in read mode. First of all, this is one of the point. Right. Okay. It is, how many modes we have totally? 7. Out of 7, if I don't specify any mode, by default PVM takes which mode? R mode only. If I don't specify any file opening mode, what is the default mode? Yes, it is one of the default file opening mode. Default file opening mode. Did you understand? Yes. So what do you know about R? This mode is used for opening the file in. Okay. It is one of the default file opening mode. That means, is it necessary to specify R mode? No. No need to specify the R mode. Just I will tell you the name of the file you specify. Don't specify R at all. I'm going to show in the very shortly, within 10 to 15 minutes. After 20 minutes, I will go for what? Program. That time I will explain what I am showing practically. I am explaining. I will show you the coding part. Coming to next what? W plus. W plus. It is very dangerous. Very danger. This mode is used for opening the file always in which mode? Write mode. Newly. Good pet college. You need to remember. Always opening the file, write mode, newly. What is this meaning? You understand me? First day, for example, you take a general small example. You came to my class first day. That day you brought a notes or not? What is that notes? New notes or already existing notes? That notes you opened in first day in which mode? W mode. Because you have written first day, first page you have written. See that. The notes is opened in which mode? Right mode, newly. Second day you came. Which notes you are bringing? Same notes you are bringing. Am I correct? Once you bring the same notes, which mode you are opening again? W. That W mode, it is also opening newly. Newly means what? Previous data overlapped with what data? New data. This is in the case of which file? New file. Simple, in one line only I can give the answer. Always this W mode opens the file in right mode. Even the file is existing or new file. Getting me? If this mode is used for opening the file always in which mode? Right mode. In the case of new file or in the case of existing file. First day you came with what file? New file. Opened. First page is written. Second day you came with which notes? Second day you need to write or not? W mode says don't write in second page. Overlap the first page only. Overlap that indicates what? If the file already contains, if the file already, what is this? Already, what is this? Exist. Then, if the file already exists, then what happens? Existing data of the file, overlapped with which data? New data. Actually, second line not necessary to write it. See that this mode is used for opening the file always in which mode? Newly ante enti? Existing data removed. Freshly, daily, it will open in new mode only. Irrespective of, I will continue. Irrespective of new or what? Irrespective of new or which file? That's it. This mode is used for opening the file always in right mode newly, irrespective of new file or what? Existing file. If the file already exists, then existing data of the file overlapped with which data? New data. Overlapped with what data? New data. I hope it is understandable. Okay, because after explaining everything, if I show, you'll get a good clarity. Because mode by mode I can show you, but if I explain everything and if I go to my coding, it will be more easily. Understand? Simple. Today I opened my file. 20 employees data I wrote in today. Tomorrow I am coming to the office. Tomorrow also I need to open 20 more employees data into the same file. If I open it into W mode, what happens? Already today, how many records I wrote it? 20. Tomorrow, how many I am going to write it? 20 more. If I write tomorrow 20 more to the existing file, how many records will be there? What here? Are you understanding English first? How many? I am seeing that here 20 only. You see, my dear students, where are you thinking? Overlapped with new data. You have to understand. If the file already exists, then existing data of file overlapped with which data? So why don't you understand? Today I created a file with how many records? Tomorrow I am opening the same file in which mode? Right mode. What will happen? Opens in which one? Newly. Newly means what? Freshly, I told. Irrespective of whether the file is new or what file. What will happen? See, if the file already exists, then the existing data of the file overlapped with the new data. This much clearly I am saying, you are saying 40. How many records are there? 20. Next day also I wrote 20 more. How many? 20. Last day also I wrote only one record. How many records? So all the previous records has gone or not? Now I don't want that. Today I will write 20. Newly. Tomorrow I want to write 20. Appending. Day after tomorrow I will write 20. Appending. Like that I go on appending my records. Which is the best mode? A. What is A? Append okay. Append is okay. Already you know in childhood days only. What is this A? A is exactly similar to W first time. First time A is similar to W. Second time onwards, W behavior is different, A behavior is different. Second time if I use A, what will happen? New data is appended to the existing. Understand? So I am writing this mode. I am writing the description here. This mode is used for opening, actually used for appending the data. Appending the data. Appending the data means writing or reading? Writing only. Appending the data means what? Writing. Writing the data. That is the meaning of it. Now what is happening? What is happening? If I take A mode, if I take W mode, this mode is used for opening the file in which mode always? Irrespective of whether the file is new or if I open the file, if we open the file in which mode? If we open the file in A mode, which file I am opening? New file I will write it. In detail I will write it. New file. Then which data will be written? In this case, A or W, no sense at all. Both of them are same. If I open new file in A mode, then what will happen? New data, existing data untundi. If we open the new file in which mode? That means new data written to the file. New data written to the file from the beginning. From the beginning. Right? Fine. From the beginning. Next, if we open which file? Existing file. What will happen? If we open which file? Existing file. In which mode? A mode. Then what will happen? New data added at the end of which data? At the end of which data? Existing data. Called what? Appending. Called what? Appending. What is the difference between W mode and then A mode? If the file already exists, then the existing data of file overlapped with what? With whom? If we open existing file in which mode? The new data added at the end of called what? This is called what? So which is the better? Which is one of the flexible operation of what? So W and A are meant for opening the files in which mode only? Right mode. One is same file opening the right mode, W mode many times. Only fresh data available by overlapping the existing data. If the same file is opened with A mode, the data will be always appending. I hope it is clear. Students, up to here, 3 modes clear? Clear, all of you? Good. Now I am going to move forward to the R plus mode. I am going to introduce. R plus mode I am going to introduce. Easy. R plus mode. What is the meaning of R? Meant for what purpose only? Meant for what? Reading the data. Opening the file in which mode? Read mode. And we can perform what operation? Which operation? Read operation. We can perform read operation. Now R plus, that plus is coming now, extra plus. Careful, that extra plus means R means parental operation, that is the original operation. Because of plus you can do other than R also. Other than R is what? Other than R, how many operations on the file? See how they are answering. Sitting in front of me, not answering at all. What is the operation? R means what? Parental operation, that is read. Extra operation is what? Write also it will do. Write plus meaning is it will carry the original operation. Plus if you say it will do what also? Write operation also it will do. So R plus is meant for what purpose? Read and write. But whenever I open the file in R plus mode, first you have to do what operation? Read operation. Then only you can perform what? Whenever you open the file in R plus, that file may be there, may not be there. Which exception will come? File not found error. I am opening the file in which mode? R plus. Means what? Read mode. If that file is not there, what is that happens? File not found error. When file is not found, how can you perform the write operation? So first you have to perform which operation? So come on to the point of it. This mode is used for performing first used for opening the file in which mode? Read mode and okay, full stop. When we open the file in R plus mode, then first we must perform what? Read operation, and later we can perform which operation? Write operation. I hope you are understanding. Which exception chance is there to get on this? File not found error. They will ask you the best question. What is the difference between R and R plus? R and R plus. Kaveri, you cannot perform append, ma. You cannot perform append. We cannot perform append. Okay? You have to perform only read and write operation. What is the difference between R and R plus? Only for which purpose? Reading. Perform only what operation? And it is what mode? Default mode. R plus is not a default mode first of all. You have to specify compulsory. Whenever you specify R plus, it is opened in which mode? If that file is not there, you will get which exception? So that no more operations will be performing. Second point is nowhere. If the file is there in R plus, you can perform which operation? Read operation. Later you can perform. That is the meaning. Yes, Irfan. Perfect. Now, be careful, students. Let us move to the further. Which one I am taking? W plus. First of all, are you okay? Or W, A, R plus, W plus. Because this is much confusing to the students. I don't have any confusion at all. I am very much clear. You say anything, I will tell you the correct mode of operation. W plus. What is the purpose of W plus? Name itself says. W means what? Right. Okay. Only write, don't say. Remember the complete W meaning. W means always opens the file freshly. In which mode? Irrespective of new file or? That means it is bound to do overriding. Yes or no? Additionally, it will do what operation? Read operation also it can do. W plus, that plus indicates what? Read operation also. After which operation performing? So the W plus is exactly equal to what operation? The same to same, same to same. I will paste it as it is. Same to same. Additionally, I can write with this mode, additionally, we can perform which operation? Read operation. We can perform read operation after performing which operation? Yes, after performing write operation. Which exception chance is there to get it in W mode? File exist error plus OS IO error. And don't tell by mistake like somebody else, R plus read write, W plus write read. First doubt they will ask you, what is the difference? First of all, they will ask you. 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 5. Not like that. R plus meant for opening the file in read mode. If that file is not existing, you will get what? File not found error. Okay. When I say W plus, it is meant for opening that file, irrespective of new file or existing file, always in open in where? Write mode. Existing file already data is there. Overlapped with which data? New data. After writing the data, you can perform which operation? Which operation? Yes. You can perform read operation also. Read operation also. So I'm going to give the clarity now. 1 minute more. So coming to the point of it, W plus is meant for Ravi Katama. So it is meant for W plus is meant for. I hope you are understanding this entire thing. Is it clear? W plus. I said W plus is equal to what? W. Same as here. But with W, what are you doing? Write operation. Write operation. What is an extra facility with the W plus? Read. What is the only facility with the W? Only write. With what facility? What is happening? Here also what? Now you tell me, with the W plus operation, today I wrote some data. Tomorrow I will write some data. After 2 days also I will write some data. Which data you will read? Last day data only I can read. Previous data overlapped with next day data, na? Understand? Clarity is there? Yes. Students in online, are you okay? Is W plus is okay? Good. Still, if they ask, you have to say the exceptions. With the W plus, what exceptions may be chance is there? File exist error plus IO error. With the W, what exception? Same exception. With the R plus and W plus, if they ask, this is only the difference they will ask you. Here file not found error will come. Here that exception will not come at all. Here IO error plus file exist error will come. Here what will be coming? File not found plus UOF error will come. So totally different. Shall I go? And don't learn like this is a read write and a write read. Don't learn like that. Okay. Right. Now coming to where? A plus. What is A plus? It is just the extension to W plus. With A plus, what you can do? Tell me. With the W plus, what are you doing? We can perform read and write, which is what is there? same to W plus same to same, but instead of overlapping, what is there? Appending is there. Instead of overlapping, what will be there? Appending. Plus additionally, what operation you can perform? Additionally, what operation you can perform? Right. You can perform read operation, we can perform. No overlapping. It is going to append the new data. So operation called A plus, same to same, same to same, I will just write it. Actually, I need not to paste this same data. Actually, I can say similar to A mode. Additionally, we can do read operation, I can say. So I can write it. Additionally, with this mode, additionally, we can do what? With this mode, additionally, we can perform, we can perform read operation. After performing what? After performing which operation? Write operation. That write operation may be new data writing or it may be existing data. Already I wrote it. If we open existing file in which mode? A plus mode, then new data is added at the end of which data? Called what? Appending. When we open the new file in which mode? A plus mode, then the data, new data written to the file from where? Beginning. Only thing we can perform with this mode, additionally, we can perform read operation after performing write or appending operation. You can say write operation or what? Appending operation. Are you able to catch? This is about what mode? A plus. Next I am going for X. X. So confused, huh? Confused? Any confusing masters? Sir, only R, W. This is very good, sir. R, W, A is very good. This is very good. This is very good. Why A again? These two are very good. But when you go to interview, compulsory they will ask these questions. They will ask these questions. We must give clarity. Okay. So go to where next? X. X. Now, coming to the point of it, this mode is used for opening any new file in write mode exclusively. The word is important. Exclusively. This mode is used for opening any new file in write mode exclusively. I will write next line. If the file already exists, Seema, new file, already I said the word called what? New file. Exclusively. If the file already exists, and if we open such files in which mode? X mode, then we get file exist error. File exist error. It is also one flavor of which one? Write mode. Start. Example you take it. For example, biometrics you take it. In a company's biometrics you take it. Every day, biometrics is nothing but for attendance purpose. Suppose a day started at 7 o'clock morning. What is the today's date? For example, 14/3/2022. It is called one file. It is called one file created only for today or tomorrow also. This 14/3/2022 is for today or tomorrow? Only today, exclusively. Tomorrow, what is the file name? 15/3/2022. Next, like that. This 14/3/2022, if I open tomorrow, you will get error. What? Already exist, you will get it. Are you following? What the X mode says? X mode is one of the flavor of W mode only. But what is the difference between W mode and this X mode? W mode, W plus mode can open new file, existing file any number of times. But this X mode can open the file how many times? One time. If the same file you open again with which mode? X mode, you will get what? File exist error. Compulsory question. Sir, W mode is also meant for what? Opening the file in which mode? Can I open one file 20 times? Yes. With which one? W mode. Last day, what is the data contains? Last day data only. 19 days data overlapped with the last day data. If I open that file first day with which mode? Opened successfully. Same file tomorrow if I open, day after tomorrow if I open, you will get which error? That's it. Are you okay? So you would like to open the biometric attendance file of a company in which mode? X mode. I don't want to open the file in W mode. I don't want to open even in A plus also. A plus says what? 1/3/2022. On the same attendance only, it is added for all the days. One file with 30 days entries. I don't want 30 attendance sheets I want. Did you understand me? Shall I move forward? So X mode is meant for what? X mode is meant for what, students? Opening the file in which mode? Write mode exclusively. Which file? If the file already exists and if we open such a file in X mode, then we get what? Yes. So students in the online, comfortable? Are you comfortable, students? Quickly. Right. Okay. So coming to the point of it, coming to the next, we have the discussion with the file opening modes. How many types of opening modes? 7. Say once. Or what is the difference between W and W plus? W meant for performing only write operation freshly all the times to the file. New file or existing file doesn't make any sense. It always writes the data freshly if it is new file. If the file is already existing data overlapped with the new data. That is what W. W plus, same to same of overlapping new file, existing file, same to same. But with the W plus, what I can do? After writing, I can read. That's it. Understand? What is the difference between R and R plus? With R, I can read the data only. I can't do writing. With R plus, what I can do? I can open the file in which mode? R plus, write mode. Read mode. I can read the data first. Later, I can write the data also. I can write the data also. Understand? Fine. With A and A plus, with A, I can write the new data, I can write the fresh data with appending everything. Only writing. A plus, you can write the new data freshly, you can append the data, you can do additionally what operation? Read operation. Good. Next with X. X mode is for what? Opening the new file in write mode exclusively. X coming from this word. X coming this word called X. Exclusively. That is called opening the new file in write mode. Only. If the file already exists and if we open such a file in X mode, then we get what error? Yes. Clear, students? Shall I move forward? Yes. How many operations we can do? 7. First, 7. Operations. 2 operations. One is next Write operation first step. Open the file name in write mode. Flavors are how many? 2. ఏమింటున్నారా మీరు? What is that? W mode flavors are what? W. Next is called what? W plus. Next is called what? Next is called what? Next what? Now what are you saying? I don't know. MSET coaching తీసుకున్నారా లేదా? Have you taken MSET coaching or not? Who has taken MSET coaching in you? Please raise the hands. Intermediate studied? Studied intermediate? Intermediate studied or not? Raise the hands who studied intermediate. Okay. Then you blue shirt. Not raising the hand. Diploma. Intermediate not studied. Okay. Okay, sit down. In intermediate, have you taken IIT coaching? MSET coaching? Why? Why you did not take? When I look at you, sometimes I'll get angry, sometimes I'll get so pretty about it. I said right mode means what mode? W mode. W plus A plus X. These are all called what? Right operation only. Come on. Please put it your concentration. Next come to which operation now? Read operation. Next choose the file name. Open the file name in which mode? How many flavors for read mode? Or how many? You are saying the modes. How many? R and R plus. Do you know the difference? Yes. So coming to the point of it, done. Okay. Now I'm going to next discussion. Be careful. Coming to the point next. Right. Now, next I'm going to introduce number of approaches to open the files. Shall I go? Any break is required? Shall I? Good. So because I can't tell anything else outside things in the class like others, because I always concentrate only on my subject. Because if I tell other outside things, because even I don't know outside jokes, all this, I don't know first of all. Always serious on my topic only. So whenever you commit mistakes, sometimes I used to feel pretty, sometimes I will feel angry on you. That's why you must take at least some coaching, additional coaching. There is a sharp coaching. IIT coaching not taken? MSET? Taken. Okay. How many of you BTech here? BTech. MSET, without taking MSET coaching, you got BTech rank? I understand. All of you taken MSET, I know. But you are not taken. Without taking MSET coaching, you got MSET rank. Really great students. Really great students. Without taking coaching, if you got an engineering seat, means really great. If you had been taken an engineering coaching, MSET coaching, definitely you will be some different student. Okay, that engineering, all those things not necessary. At least you try to understand. And a major, of course, whether you will believe it or not, yesterday one person called me 3-4 times. One HR manager called me. He asked, sir, give at least 10 members from your Python batch. Some Python students you give me, sir. One of our student, I don't know her name, one of our students, Sharanya it seems. She was joined in that company very recently, 3 months back or 4 months back. She is doing very good compared to our 2 years experienced people. Sharanya is your student it seems. She gave your number and select some few students from your batch and send it to our place so that we can take them. So if they called like that, When I say how many flavors of W mode, when you say W and R, what about other things? So, shall we send you or not? Or you want to be in Amirpet still few more days? Don't be there here for more than 6 months. 6 months standard time. Count 6 months, learn and then leave. Otherwise, more than 1 year you are in Amirpet, danger. Very danger. Whether you believe it or not, more than 1 year is there, job will not come. Because we will learn all the courses which are available in Amirpet. This course, that course, this course, that course, this course. Either you will start one institute, right? Or you will not go to any, because everything is there in the brain, but no question you will answer. Now, these things you will listen very carefully. These are no use at all. So let me concentrate on my subject. Okay, now? So if you want, you can take that number. You can speak to him also. You can speak to that person also. And day before yesterday also somebody else. For Java students they called. For Java. Java 3 people. Python 6 people they need. So calling these days from number of places. Some startup companies. They asked, what you do have any percentage requirement? I asked. No, sir, I don't want to take more than 70% students' marks. He said. Why? Why? Because if I take 70% marks people, they will learn some practices in our company. Within 3 months, they are leaving, sir, without doing any work in our company. Just taking 3 months salary, they are leaving to other company by taking our experience also. So within 3 months, you are not going to do anything to the company. So you will learn the infrastructure and everything. After that, your work will start. And moreover, I am telling you, be perfect in the subject, you will do everything. Without knowing subject, even if you do any feats in the company, they will not be there in that. Without doing any productive work, nobody will take us, right or not? Is it correct? Yes, if you are a CEO of the company, if your brother is there who don't know anything, will you take him? He will not allow in the company also. Why? Because if you come to the company, he will disturb the employees. So you be there in the home only, take rest, he will say. So like that, improve your programming, concept programming, and then move forward. And especially read our notes very thoroughly. I said beginning, now also I am saying read our things and move forward. Shall we move forward? Yes, number of approaches to open the files. Right? Now. So, come on students. Now I am going to Python engineer, Python developer. There is no difference as far as the Sri Sai. No problem. Python engineer or Python developer. NASCAM already recognized Python developer. We also got a certification from Python. To the Naresh IT got a certification already. Once we received the note from the NASCAM, means company started taking. NASCAM people will not give like a small institutes. When they tie up with what? NASCAM. Only they will recognize the quality of the institutes and then course content, everything. Then only they will go for recognition. So once Python developer, now it is going to coming the boom like anything. Be perfect in that. Python engineer, Python developer are one and the same. They put a name called Python developer. Right? Like a software engineer, like a Python developer, Python engineer, business analyst, these days are coming. Infosys has given a name called business intelligence analyst. Like the different companies, financial advisor analyst, like that different company names. All of them are doing Python coding only. Okay, na? Right. So let us coming to the next point. Here, a morning one student raised a doubt in my 11 o'clock student. Fresh batch started with 580 student strength, both offline and online. One student has raised a doubt. Sir, please explain one day about fake experience. First of all, fake experience. I don't want to explain in the class about fake experience hours together. What is there in that? Fake experience, 10 years is there. 10 years is 10 years fake experience only. How to fill up the gap? We can fill up the gap with a good subject. So we have to improve the skill set. Suppose 10 years gap is there. We must learn data science. We must learn data science. In that AI, data science, ML, mainly ML is important. Not algorithms learning and leaving, with implementation. Those kind of things, if you learn, even some 8 years gap you have, you can fulfill that. And in data science, especially in Python, they are not looking for much gap is also there. They are not looking, because just now these profiles are coming into picture. So already like .NET, 10 years, they are not expecting any big projects in data science like. That's why it is a good time for you to set up your career in the Python field. And don't waste your time. Next year, I will take care that next year. If you go on doing with our own hands, we are going out of the career. That's why it is a golden time to improve your skills. Okay, na? So keep in mind, answer my questions. So come on to the point of it. Next, Ganesh, publish your Python book. Our book is nothing but our notes is there. Our notes is there. Like I already published the Java notes, which is already aware of it, I think so. Already aware of it, you know. So KVR Java, in that already we published it. Learning Python, learning Java easy. It's my expertism book. Amazon people, it is. I just published it. I was there in the Java field for the month, for the 23-24 years. I worked in that. This is day one of the day one onwards. This is available. Course content, totally this course content is available. So I already published it. So I enjoyed a lot with that. And later, this is my Java related notes, because 24 years onwards, I trained so many lakhs of students now. So last 1.5 years, 2 years onwards, I just left Java and we came to Python, because Java is complex in writing coding, difficult to write coding, but Python is easy to write the coding, provided you need to know libraries. Okay, na? So coming to the point of it. So like that, when we started publishing the book, versions are going on coming. Every year I have to change the book means what? Problem. That's why in the class only we will submit it. We will give you the up-to-date material. I will give you. Okay. So even if we go for Python, such type of Python book, so far I did not publish it. We will go for our notes. Okay. Right. Now coming to the number of approaches. How many modes are there? 7. How many write mode flavors? What are those? Tell me. W plus, A plus. That's it. Read mode flavors. What are those? That's it. Just intelligence, na? Learning that 7 modes is level 1. Level 2 is what? Understanding their application part. Level 3 is what? Writing the programming. To open the file, for writing, for performing operations. To open the file for performing operations, we have two syntaxes. They are, how many syntaxes are there to open the files? 2 syntaxes. First one is by using open function. What is the function name? Open function. Second one is by using with open as. By using with open as. This is called another one. Compulsory question this is. Every real-time programmer will follow the second one. And I can follow first one also, but second one I will follow. Sir, just to give me one general example of both of them. This second one will provide auto-closability property. Auto-closability. What about the first one? we have to close the file manually when my write operation is over. When my write operation or read operation is over, I need to close my file manually. When I go to the second one, I can close my file. I can close my file automatically when some operation is completed. Like what? You take your mobile, you are setting the screen lock time, na? Automatically when 2 to 3 seconds are over, automatically your screen is locked or not? What is that meaning? Screen is closed. Am I correct? You go to, what is the code written there? Auto closability property was setting there. Now you go for, still if you want general example, why I am giving this general example in this case, auto closability. Some people may not be understanding what is auto closability. You take one example, you are going to a big hotel recently constructed. You are going to the lift. Okay, old apartments, you take it. You went to the lift. There is some lift is there, you need to open manually, you need to close. That is called what? Open and close. Open anyhow you need to do it. Closing is going to be manually you are doing by going to up and down. But when you go to the modern lift, you will open it. When you come out, is it necessary to close it? What is that facility? Sensor time is there. Some sensors time is there. Auto closability property is there. In the case of files, once if I do my operation, once the operation is completed, automatically file will be closed. Sir, can you show it practically? That's what I am showing to you. Compulsory question, what is the difference between approach number 1 and approach number 2? Approach 1 is manually need to close my file, and approach number 2, after my write operation or read operation is over, I need not to close the file will be closed automatically. Whether you remembered or not, in finally block, what I did in finally block, ma? Finally block is the one in which I wrote a block of statements used to close the resources, relinquish the resources. Relinquishing means what? Closing, releasing, giving up, clean up the resources. You need not to write the code for it. When I use which approach? With open, if I use automatically getting closed, I need not write the finally block at all. Understand? So let us go to the first one I am going to talk. First syntax I will explain. First syntax, by using which function, ma? Open. By using open. See students, syntax I will take it. Variable name is equal to open. Tell me. I am expecting from you, comma, I am writing like this. You need to tell what is it there in this dash. Come on, ma. Very good. Very good. Super. Good. What is next? Come on. So they will say mode. So first who started saying? Shravani. Very good, ma. So I need to write what? File mode. File. That's it. Syntax, once you understand the topic, and automatically syntax will come into our brain. Understand? Open. What are you opening? To open a file, what is required? To open a file name is required. To open a file name, what we require? File mode is required. Right. Come on to the point of it. Here I am going to write it. Important. Here I am going to say explanation I am going to give you. Here, first point I am writing, variable name is an object. Every variable name is an object or not? Variable name is an object of type underscore IO text wrapper. IO text IO wrapper is of type, I can write like this, class comma IO text IO wrapper. Simple, need not to feel anything. Every variable in Python is called object. Behind object, who is there? What is the name of the class? Text IO wrapper. text IO wrapper. Spell out. Like L is equal to list of. Type of L is called class listener. Like that, what is the class name? Text IO. Right. And that object, and it acts as, and it acts as what? File pointer. File pointer. Of course, it is an important word I am using. Simple, ma. Let us understand me. See, students, I opened a notes for writing the data. I opened a notes for writing the data. Notes is there. Who is pointing to my notes? I opened a notes for writing the data. Who is pointing to my notes? Opened the notes. Who is pointing to the notes? Pen. Sorry, in your class not writing, na, that's why no practice. Notes is open. Who is pointing to the notes? Pen. What is the pen? Pointer. Pointing to my notes. It is called which pointer? File pointer. Which is a variable pointing to the file is called what? File pointer. Simple, ma. I will see, for example, this is called what symbol? On the top of it, what there is one plus symbol is moving or not? Why I am using it is my pointer to highlight something, to highlight something, to highlight something. I am using this is a pointer or not? Are you following? So when I am giving a presentation about my company to somebody, I will use one laser light to locate some point or not. What that laser light is called? Pointer, pointing to my text, to my file when it is opened. Somebody will point to my file or not? What is it? Point variable pointing to the file. I will call it as a file pointer. What is that? I will open the file in which mode? Read mode. Read mode. Who is pointing to your notes? Right. Who is pointing to the notes? When you open your notes in write mode, who is pointing like a pen? When I open my notes in read mode, who is pointing to the notes? Eyes. Eyes are called pointers or not? When I open my notes in write mode, what is the pointer there? Pen and eyes are called what? Pointer for writing, pointer for reading. That is only general knowledge. Now, whenever I open my file, I'll just write an example here. FP is equal to open of emp.info, comma, R. What is FP? After all, one variable. KVR is equal to one variable name, which is the variable pointing to this file. With that object, with that pointer, I will read the data completely. Am I clear? Okay. Now coming to that. Next, one more word I will write it, students. Students in the online, did you understand the word called variable name here? File pointer here? Quickly. Good. Good. Next. See, online students, whenever I say anything, they will say yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, they will say. Whenever I ask you 20 times, I'd ask you. Are you following? Following means just not saying anything, just looking at me. Right? Sir, are you understanding? First, you are looking at me like that. Come on now. Open is called what? Is a, come on. Open is a predefined function. Open is a predefined function. Open is a predefined function used for opening the file name, opening the specified file name in specified file mode. Am I correct? Opening. Open is a predefined function used for opening the specified file name in where? Specified file mode. emp.info double mode. Opened in where? Double mode. emp.info R. Opened in where? Read mode. Read mode. R mode. A plus double. It is there in my hand. Whichever I like it, I will change my mode. Who will do that changes? I am changing. Open will perform that. Yes or no? Open function is a predefined function. Open the specified file name in where specified, 1 minute ma, specified file mode. Okay, how many file modes are there? 7 modes. Any one of the 7 modes I can specify or not? Yes. And you cannot specify 2 modes or 3 modes at a time, because the multi modes R plus W plus is multi mode operations are there or not? Yes. Come on now. File name represents, of course, name of the file, and file modes can be come on, either R comma W comma A comma R plus comma A plus comma W plus comma, what is next, and X, and what, X. These things you can take it. This is about which operation? First one is this. I will show you later. With this approach, when we open, I'm writing, when we open the file with this approach, with this approach, we must close the file explicitly by using which function? Close function. In the bracket, what is this closing? Manual closing. Which closing? Manual closing of what? Files. This approach is unable to provide what? Auto closable property. Auto closing the file. Unable to provide auto closing the files. Auto closing the file, unable to provide. Is unable to provide auto closing the files. Auto closing the files. Or auto closable, unable to provide auto closing the files, or auto closable files. Auto closable files. I say both the words I will say. Auto closable files. Such a type of facility was not there with open. So I have to show you programmatically also. Next class I will show you programmatically this one. So because in the next class both of them will be done, I will do rigorously some programming in the class. Because even if I start doing, it is so hurry, no need to do that. So next class when I come back, I will go for explaining the second one also. Today I am not going to upload this part. I am not going to upload. Tomorrow I will upload this. Because only half is done. Because I did not show you the last part for you. That's why I will upload tomorrow. I will once again tomorrow. I will upload only 2 things. One is operations on files. Second one is file opening modes only I will upload. Tomorrow class, I will go for this third one. I will revise this part and then I will go to the second one. I'll show you what is auto closability, how the programming will be done. Okay, na? Shall we stop the class? Right. So, students, did you understand these 2 areas? One is called what? Operations on files, and one more is file opening modes. Good. So, keep it up. So, tomorrow class, we will go for other kind of things. So, right. Okay. Harish, one question. How many days will it take the classes, as our company is going to open the office effecting from April? Okay, ma'am. So, because I will tell you, right, Ma, Irfan, thank you. What is that? Harish, I can say, ma, this is when these files are over, 65% will be over, 35% is left out. After that, whoops, database I will start, important. Whoops, I will start, very, very important. When I start database and whoops, we will reach to 80%. After that, I will enter into regular expressions, multi-threading, network programming, 90%, NumPy and Pandas, That is called what? 95%, 5%. I'm going to explain iterators, generators, closers, decorators, small topics. That is the topics. Because if I go very hurriedly, only subheadings if I read out, there is no meaning of other classes with my classes. So I want to complete so deep, ma. So learn deeply. Don't feel that sir is taking some time. If I take some time, it is for your purpose to cover the subject. Okay. So don't try to get it right. So next tomorrow class, we will go for the programming on the file opening modes. All that is those things. Yes, ma, Nihar, Surya. We will take that. We will go for it. Right. So shall we stop the class? Fine. I will upload these things. Take care and read it and then come to the class. Thank you. Good.